Hey guys, it's time for a tea review, and this will be the last one for a while until I can get some new tea. This is the last tea I have that I can review. I'm going to preemptively start the water. This is a 2014 Yiwu Spring Raw. This came from the bundle from Liquid Proust, which I have almost drunk all of, so I have some leftovers that I have reviewed already. But this is the only one I have that I haven't reviewed. So, we're going to give it a shot today. And we're going to try Flash Steeps, because the last one I made, which was a 2011 Spring Factory Puer. It wasn't Spring, it was a Factory Puer. And it did not turn out good at all. It was pretty gross. It was very, very astringent. And I'm chalking that up to user error, because I don't think Liquid Proust would send me bad tea. So, we're going to get started. I'm going to dish this out and heat the water. I'll be back. You know what time it is. Sniffing time. Smells sweet. A little grassy. I mean, I don't know if spring means it. I assume spring means it was harvested in the spring. But this smells like spring. It smells like spring after a rainstorm, which I am quite excited for. So I am going to parcel out about 5 grams. So we're going to try hard not to mess with this one, or mess this one up, because that's what I seem to have been doing with tea lately, is messing it up. I'm a little sad I won't be able to... Actually, I do have one more tea that I will review, and then I guess I'm taking a sabbatical, because this is, I've run out of tea. So, water is boiling. I'll come back when that's boiled. And another thing I just thought of. This tea, this 2014, I was saving it because I wanted to save my oldest teas for last, like my most aged teas for last, because, you know, supposedly, you know, the more it ages, the better it gets. But I sat there and I was thinking about it, and then I watched an episode of Jesse's Tea House, and he was talking about how when you have old teas like that, it's better to drink them, because, like, unless you're planning an investment tea, which is a tea that you plan to age more, then it's just sitting there doing nothing, and you're not enjoying it. So, I've decided I am going to enjoy this. And, well, I hope I'll enjoy it. I hope I don't overcook it like the last one. But, you know, it's... when you have what you have, it's just sitting there and saving it. It's like when you play a video game and you save all the items, but then you don't use them for the final battle. You know, it's like, why collect it in the first place if you're not going to use it? That's kind of the way I'm beginning to see with tea. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents. We're going to wait for the water to boil. The water is boiled. I'm going to do a 10-second steep, even though this is just the first rinse. You can drink the first rinse. I just choose not to. I just like this one to open the leaves up a little bit, so I'm just watching the timer on my phone. Okay. I think that was 10 seconds. Otherwise, my math is just really bad. Okay. Now I'll put in for step 2. Steep 2. It's got the Lu Bao Malcha that I reviewed. It smells very similar to that. And I just burned the crap out of myself. That was fun. But I don't think I brewed that for 5 seconds or 10 seconds, but we're going to call that a flash steep because I'm so scared of overcooking this because this is an aged tea. But let's take a look at that golden color. That's a lovely, lovely color. My finger really, really fucking hurts. Ow! So, yeah, I'm gonna let this cool, and then we'll give it a drink. And how could I forget? This one is for you. I've forgotten to give you guys your tea the past couple times. God, I gotta get my ADHD treated. Maybe once the doctors figure out the whole bipolar disorder bit, they'll start treating me for ADHD. Anyway, tea should have cooled by now. It's only been like 2 minutes, but these cups are thin, so I'm going to give it a sniff. It's got that grassy spring smell to it. It's funny, a spring puer that smells like spring. That's lovely. It's very light. It has a little bit of that seaweed taste, but like, you know those roasted seaweed snacks you can find usually in the Asian aisle at the grocery store? It tastes a little bit like that, but the good parts, not the fishy part. It tastes like that roasted seaweed. Like with a little bit of sea salt on it. I'm gonna open my little booklet here, see if I can give some tasting notes. Besides seaweed, I have my booklet here and I've been neglecting to use it. So, let's see. Complexity, it's not a very complex tea. The aroma is definitely spring, petrichor. Petrichor is one. Aftertaste, let's try. It has a slight bite in the aftertaste, but it's not gross. Mouthfeel, it's very light. It's not gritty. It's not thick. It's very light. And feeling, it's just, you know, is good a feeling? Is that a thing in the tea world? I'm still no expert on tea, you know. I do this as a hobby and review because it's fun. I don't claim to be a tea master or a tea expert, you know, I'm not probably gonna go live in China to study tea or anything, but it's just such a fun hobby. And my dad's wife, she just messaged me today, and she's like, hey, can you help me pick out a teapot? So I'm like, yes! Okay, we're gonna give my personal teapot recommendation. There are some of you that like those, I don't know how you pronounce it, I'm gonna say this horribly, yixing? Yixing? I don't know how you say it. Somebody in the comments correct me because that's what Reddit does. But I recommend, especially for beginners who don't break their teapots, it's not broken, we're fine. I recommend something like this, like one of these little Japanese teapots with the inner strainer. Now, if you're brewing for shorter steep times, this is not as good for that. But for a starter teapot, this is my first teapot, and I love it. So, anyway, that's my review. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys for some Lost Pines Yaupon Dark Roast.